Take it easy.
I wanted to get the two of you guys together. Joe Alves here, who has done everything from Jaws to crazy stuff with John Carpenter. He worked on Torn Curtain with Hitchcock, and on that shoot, this applies to you, Bob. He takes Paul Newman out race car driving and almost gets him killed in like a Ferrari wreck. You were an automobile designer.
Yeah,
right?
But I was also a race car official at the sports car races.
That's why I wanted to get you two guys to see. Alf just suddenly sat up.
Well, not only he worked with Jaws, so he knows Bruce the shark, and he knows Bob Matty, who was the guy building that thing. And I used to work with Bob Matty at the Disney studio.
Yeah, wasn't he great?
Yeah, Bob,
my head's going to explode. Hold on.
Okay,
hold on.
No, Bob Matty was fearless because the big difference between, say, a movie machine and a theme park machine. Theme park machine's got to run 16 hours a day, about 220 days a year. Bob Matty's machine, you could pour oil on it with an oil can every 20 minutes, and as long as you got the shot, then the machine collapsed. That's all it took. Yeah. That's what he did.
Well, Bob was fantastic because when the effects people at Universal said they couldn't build a shark, it would take a couple of years and blah, blah, blah. And Marshall Green was the head of production, said, all right, take it out of the studio and find somebody. And I interviewed a lot of people, and I went to Disney. And they said they could do it, but they wouldn't want to do it in the real ocean, And then somebody mentioned Bob Matty. And Bob would say he could do anything. And the poor guy, though, he didn't have a year and a half. When the book came out, they wanted to make the movie right away, so he had less than 6 months. But a non-stop guy.
Yeah, the guy was absolutely fascinating. Of course, it was interesting. I was working with Steven Spielberg for 5 months on Jurassic Park, and we got to talking about Bruce.
Yeah.
And Spielberg said, Matty's machine worked, but he says it worked different every day. And he says every night I rewrote the script to see if it would follow what Bruce could actually do.
Well, I might have a different story on that. I did 300 storyboards sitting down with Steven, and we had three sharks, left to right to left, and so I would go to Bob, and I was right from the beginning because I did the first model, and then we did one that was 6 times bigger, and I got Roy Arbogast, who is an incredible effects guy.
Yeah.
And in any case, I would be communicating because they had such little time. I would have to go to Bob. I'd say, "What's working? What can you get working today?" Because he didn't have the year and a half. He literally had no time to test it. So it would be a question of, I think we could get the left to right shark, and then I'd go to Steven, and then we'd go through. Let's see what storyboards have the left to right. And he took a lot of bashing, and at times Steven did say some derogatory things about that, and I think it was very unfair because there was a time element, and no one had ever made a movie in the real ocean.
Yeah, that was really a first. Great big practicals for movies. That's a very risky thing. Luckily, all the stuff I did was just sort of downstream a little bit from that, where they had time to engineer it, and it had to run for a very, very long time in the park. And I always loved the idea of doing practicals for the movie industry, and Bruce the Shark was the first big one that got everybody's attention.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.